Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to Salesforce, you may be wondering what Salesforce certification to get first. Specifically, if you're wanting to become an admin or maybe even a business analyst, what are some of the certifications that would be best to start with? There are so many options from Salesforce, and we're going to dive in and take a look at what I think might be a good option for you. But if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'm putting out new Salesforce content each week. And let's just jump into this video. All right, the link for this page is in the description. So we are on the Trailhead website that lists out all the different credentials that you can earn. They really have it separated out by role. This one's selected for Salesforce admin, which we're going to take a look at first. Now, there's a few different certifications that you could start with, being a new admin. The first one that comes to mind is a newer certification called the Salesforce Associate Certification. This is designed for people that have very little Salesforce experience. The test is easier than the regular Salesforce admin certification that we have down here. And this kind of just gives you a general knowledge of the Salesforce application. For me personally, if you're looking into a career in Salesforce, I don't know if I would start with that certification. If you're really unsure, then that might be a good certification for you. The reason being, it's a little bit cheaper than the regular full-fledged administrator certification. And it'll get your feet wet with the application. But in my opinion, you could just be doing trailheads. If you are going to be a Salesforce admin, this is kind of your gold standard certification you want to go for, is the certified administrator. Now, you can't start with the advanced administrator. You may or may not know, but you have to have your regular admin certification first to even take that test. So there's a prerequisite for that. Most jobs that you'll be applying to do require the Salesforce admin certification, and people really look to that as a sign that you know the very basic knowledge that's required to be an admin in Salesforce. Another certification that you may have looked at is the Platform App Builder. I have my App Builder certification as well as my regular admin certification. And I personally like the App Builder certification better than the admin certification. I felt like it was more difficult, went into some more detail, and I actually learned a lot from that certification. But I would not recommend it as my first certification in Salesforce. I feel like the admin cert still is better than the Platform App Builder for getting that very basic knowledge, and most places are looking for that under the job qualifications. Now, another certification that you may be looking at getting is the new business analyst certification. This certification will teach you the basics to capture business requirements, how to collaborate with stakeholders, different types of project management, what technical debt is, stuff like that. That's what that certification will teach you. If you are wanting to be a business analyst or a project manager within Salesforce, this would be a great certification to start with, in my opinion. I have taken the business analyst certification, and I found it to be a little bit easier compared to the admin and platform app builder, but that's just for me. Everybody's a little bit different. So to the answer to the big question is, what Salesforce certification should you get first? It's really highly individualized, but for most people, I would say the Salesforce admin certification is probably the best certification to get if you're looking to go into an admin role. It's kind of the gold standard in the industry for entry level into a Salesforce role. From there, once you get that, you can look at the other certification. Maybe app builder, maybe business analyst would be better for you. Now, if you're wanting to be a Salesforce business analyst, then of course the Salesforce business analyst certification is for you. And then from there, I would recommend getting your admin certification. That way you have a more detailed understanding of how the application works. Now, if you're not looking to be a Salesforce admin, they have other career paths here. So like under architect, they have a pretty detailed process of how to become one. So like taking a look here, they actually have a pyramid and specializations, domain architect, and then a technical architect, and kind of how to walk you through that there. So if you're looking into being an architect, it has a pretty clear path, but for an admin, they don't have that laid out as clearly, kind of like with the consultant. There's many different options to be a Salesforce consultant, and what they recommend these certifications here. But probably the business analyst certification would still be the best certification to start with if you're wanting to be a consultant. I have many different videos on the channel on how to study for different exams, including the admin exam, business analyst, and platform app builder, how I studied for it. If you're interested in those videos, make sure to just search in the channel and you'll be able to find those. But what it really comes down to is there's so many Salesforce certifications. They all have incredible knowledge in them. You really can't go too wrong whenever you pick your first certification. The main thing is get studying, start getting practice in the trailhead environment, and before you know it, you will be in your first Salesforce role. But if you enjoyed this different type of video, make sure to leave it a like so I know to make more videos like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one.